Just like animals, plants also have tissues and organs. Some of these you'll already have learned about in the cell biology topic, and some are new. So let's dive in and learn about them.
Plant organs include the root, stem, flowers and leaves. We're going to look at the tissues of the leaves and how they help it carry out photosynthesis. This is a cross-section diagram of a leaf, so you can imagine that we've cut through it and are looking at it from the side. So first up, we have the epidermal tissues. We have got the upper epidermis and the lower epidermis. These both cover the surface of the plant and protect it. They can also secrete a waxy substance, which we call the waxy cuticle. This waterproofs the leaf, which minimizes water loss. You'll also notice that the upper epidermis is quite thin. This allows light to penetrate through to the next layer. The next layer is the Palisade mesophyll. This tissue is responsible for photosynthesis. You can remember it by P for Palisade as P for photosynthesis. To carry out this function, it has lots of chloroplasts, and these contain chlorophyll to absorb the light for photosynthesis. This tissue is tightly packed, and this maximizes the amount of light that gets absorbed for photosynthesis. The next tissue is the spongy mesophyll. Just like a normal sponge, it has lots of air spaces. This allows gas exchange via diffusion to take place easily. This is important as carbon dioxide needs to diffuse into the plant cells for photosynthesis, and oxygen that is produced needs to be able to diffuse out. On the underside of the leaf, or the bottom of the leaf, we've got tiny little pores called stomata. Stoma is a singular for just one of these little holes. The size of this hole is determined by guard cells that are found on either side of the stoma. These are important for controlling water loss, which you'll learn more about in the next video. Now we're going to look at the transport systems of the plant. This consists of the xylem and the phloem. The xylem transports water and mineral ions. These are absorbed from the soil in the roots, and are then transported up through the plant to the stem and the leaves. Therefore, the direction of travel is in just one way, upwards only. No energy is needed as this is a physical process. The phloem transports dissolved food, i.e. glucose, which is made in the process of photosynthesis in the leaves. This needs to be transported up through the phloem to the developing tissue or the meristem, and down the phloem to the roots. The roots can't carry out photosynthesis, so they need to get their glucose that comes from the leaves. Therefore, the direction of travel is up and down the plant. This movement of substances is called translocation. That's a key word to learn. And finally, yes, energy is needed for this process, and this is supplied by the companion cells adjacent to the phloem cells. Just to note, you do need to be able to link structure to function, which is covered in the Specialized Cells video of Topic 1. Another note is that the meristem tissue is another tissue you need to know. This is found in the shoot and the roots, and again, hopefully you've already covered this in Topic 1, stem cells. Okay, it's time to test what you've learned. Pause the video and try these quick questions, and when you're ready to mark them, press play and we'll go over them together. 1. Complete the labels below. We've got the waxy cuticle, the upper epidermis, the Palisade mesophyll, and the spongy mesophyll. And just a hint if you struggle to remember that, is that I remember M for middle, as the mesophyll tissues are in the middle of the leaf. And then we've got the lower epidermis and the guard cells. 2. Explain how the structure of each of these tissues helps it carry out its function. And A is Palisade mesophyll. Well, the Palisade mesophyll contains many chloroplasts, which themselves contain chlorophyll. These absorb the light for photosynthesis. They're also very tightly packed to maximize the amount of light that is absorbed. B, the xylem, and this is linked to topic 1, cells. Well, mature xylem cells are actually hollow. This allows water to easily be drawn up through the plant. They are also strengthened by lignin. This allows the plant to withstand the pressure of water. If you struggled with that one, make sure you go back and revise Specialized Cells, as this is covered there. And just a note, you also need to make sure you really clearly highlight the function of each tissue in your answer. Okay, so how did you do on the questions?
In the next video, we're going to look at how water is lost from plants. You can click here to learn more about it, and please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just click my icon over here. Thanks for watching and bye.